The end of a long day. Hey, Hurricane. Are you like me and at the end of a day you just want to kind of go, well, I guess the big question is your home tranquil? Is it peaceful, or at least you have a room where you can be comfy and relax and that sort of thing? Well, I decided to share with you my top 10 things that I have that really make my home just much more comfortable, a place where I can really relax, and I'm going to share them with you in just a minute. So my number one thing to add to your home to make your home a little more comfy are beautiful. Oh, I just love these. Beautiful white cotton terry, spa-like towels. These are just fabulous. And when you have, I don't know about you, but when I have my bath time, it's me time, definitely me time. And these are just so wonderful and cuddly and cozy. Also, don't forget the hand towels as well, and also face cloths. And if you're lucky enough to have more than one washroom in the home, which fortunately we do, that room where you take your bath can have all of these nice things. Now, the one thing to remember though is don't go throwing in your whites with pairs of jeans and all that sort of thing. Make sure that you wash them. I put in a whitening boosting, I guess it's some kind of a little pod in with my washing, and it's just keeping them so really looking like new. So don't forget to do that. You don't want to have gray towels, you want to have white towels. So my number two item, while we're on the subject of having a bath, when was the last time you took a bubble bath? Are you ever watching those movies and this lovely movie star is sitting in a million bubbles and maybe drinking champagne or something, which is probably not a good idea. But anyway, she's in the lap of luxury. Well, I found some bubble bath. And it is just amazing. It smells like lavender, and it is incredible. For those days when I do have the time to make myself a bubble bath, I'm going to use this one. And hey, lavender helps you sleep at night as well. So my number three calming comfort item is this Himalayan salt lamp. Now, I bought this at a craft show, but, oh, by the way, I will, in the first comment, I'm going to link back to my blog where I will have either exactly the same or similar items to what I'm talking about here. And if you wanted to get something and you didn't want to go to a craft show or whatever, and you wanted to get something from there, we actually make a little bit of commission on that. So thank you very much for that. It really helps us with our videos. But back to this salt lamp. So why did I buy this thing? Well, first of all, it's real Himalayan salt. It's carved out of the salt, so it's kind of pretty. I don't know, it's different. But also, what it does is it puts negative ions into the air, and it's supposed to purify the air. To get specific, I read about it, and it'll actually take the dust particles and solidify them somehow and make them drop to the ground so we don't breathe into that. So that sounds good. Also, it also helps with body stress. It also helps to put you to sleep, apparently. Now, I've had this for, I think, about a year now, and I put it on about an hour before I go to bed, and I actually do think that I'm sleeping a little better with this. So who knows? It's one of those things that you can't prove, but I'm not taking mine away because I like it. And besides that, at nighttime, I just have that little light on and it's kind of romantic. All right, so for my fourth calming item, you might notice that I was sort of joined by a little animal here. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so this is my fourth item here. And it's a little diffuser. And what you do is you put some water in it. I've already put the water into it. And you put essential oils. Now make sure that they're real essential oils because this is natural. Put about 5 drops of this in. And this one here is, oh my gosh, this is lemongrass. It's so amazing. So I'm just going to put that on. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but we'll just click it on there and pretty soon you'll see some steam coming out of it. It is a way also to humidify the room. Oh, I can already smell that. The lemongrass is, if you've been to a spa and you walk into a lot of these spas, they probably got about 20 of these going because you can just smell that lemongrass. It's so comforting. I just love it. But other things, you can sort of see it here now too, starting to go. The other thing that I like to use in this is if I've got a cold. I had a really bad cold not too long ago, and so I have the essential oils of eucalyptus that went into that. Also, again, for the sleeping, lavender, and this one here, I'll try to find something similar for you attached to the blog, but this one here has an automatic shut off, so I don't even think about it at night. By the morning it's done and I've had all that moisture into the air. So as you can see, this is doing a really nice job right now with the steam, and I'm sleeping with a little bit more moisture, and I just love it. I think it's really healthy for you too. So my number 5 thing to make sure your home is comfy and lovely is music. Have some great music. Hey Bill, I'm talking about you now. My wonderful Bill, he took about 2 or 3 days and he took all of our CDs, he picked out the ones that he thought I would like the best, and he put them on an MP3 player here. And we also purchased this really nice sound system as well. But also, if we take a little close look on some of these playlists that we have, Bill has B&H music. Well, that's Bill and Heather music. Baroque, Christmas music, classical music, 70s, 80s, 90s music, and the 2000s, the new millennial. So do this. You'll be just so happy because depending on your mood and what you're going for, if you want to relax, it's spa music. If you want to have a really nice Italian dinner, maybe you're going to listen to some tenors singing some music in a different language. But this is a go-to item for us and we just love it. So my 6th tip to make your home really comfy and cozy too are candles. Now, for dining, these were given to me from my grandmother. I just love them. They have such sentimental value. But for dining, even though these are old-fashioned, I put them on the table. If I can get that one lit. And of course, that's just standard old candles. But we also live in a cold climate in the wintertime. So this one says, "Baby, it's cold outside." And I love putting this candle on because it actually is scented like a fireplace burning. So that's really kind of cool. Now, you probably, you can't smell it over the camera anyway, but it's really great. Now the thing about candles is that they do kind of really make you relax. So the one thing that I'm doing now is when you're finished with dinner, of course, you're going to blow those out. When you're finished with, this, you're going to blow that one out. But for nighttime, if you really are just sort of cuddling up on the couch or something, these battery operated ones are fantastic. And watch this little baby go. It actually flickers like a real candle. Now you can't really get the amazingness out of one little candle, but if you did have them all sort of lined up on this fireplace or in a bedroom or something like that, they even have timers on them, so you don't even have to get up and turn them off. After 7 hours or 6 hours or whatever, they turn off by themselves. So candles, baby. So my 7th tip to make a home a little more tranquil, make you a little more tranquil too, are teas. Now, hey, you know I love Bill's coffee. He makes an amazing French press coffee, and I'm going to put the link up there because it's just fabulous. But sometimes after a long day, or maybe before I go to bed, I just want to have a cup of tea. And if you're one that likes herbal teas, I love herbal teas, but I also like other flavors as well. So I'm just going to show you something here. This little baby it's called Flower Angel. And what that is, I'm just going to pour some water in it, is a flowering tea. And I also, hopefully this works okay. We're just going to let it sit there for a few minutes because it'll take a few minutes to start to open up. But let's just say that you have some friends over. Maybe you got your girlfriends over and you just want to unwind. It's also nice to have a little box of teas. And so there's all kinds, what I've got here, vanilla, pear, orange jasmine, lemon, lavender, mountain oolong, and Darjeeling. So it's nice to offer up different kinds of teas, and these also come in some really nice boxes as well, some wooden boxes. What other teas do I have? I got a blackberry tea, of course your standard green tea, and hey, the antioxidants in green tea are just fantastic. So look up the different kinds of, you want natural, organic green tea, but they're just incredible. So green tea, look at this one, ice wine tea. Who would have thunk it? And of course, one of my favorites, organic buttered rum tea. Who would have thunk it? But in all seriousness, this is probably my favorite. I get it at the local tea place, or you can also get it online, and it's cream Earl Grey. Oh my gosh, you know what? I know you can't smell it, but if you... instant relaxation with that one. And don't forget that the lavender teas, and I think the chamomile teas as well, also help you to sleep. Okay, so let's see how our flowering tea is doing here. And as you can see, it's actually making quite a nice flower. And this would be wonderful if I had a girlfriend over and I served tea like this. It also smells great. It's going to make a great cup of tea. Teas. Oh, one more thing. I don't know if I can find this for you, but I found this amazing tea. It's kind of like a thermos, and you put your tea in there, but you put the tea leaves in there and it actually strains out before you drink it. I have this up at my desk, and or if I'm going out someplace, just twist that on and just start drinking your tea. I sometimes have to leave it open because it lasts so long hot, and they say 6 to 8 hours it's going to keep your tea hot. So I'm really going to try to find that online for you. So just do it up to a tea. So my 8th tip to have a comfy, tranquil home is add a little greenery. You know, going into a greenhouse, you just feel so refreshed. And there's a really good reason for that, because real plants in a home, I don't know whether you call them breathing, but they kind of take in our carbon dioxide and they let out oxygen. And I know oxygen is a good thing, so hey, bring in those plants. This little baby here has been with us for over 20 years. We water it once a week, that's all. And this one over here we've had for a while. Now I also add a few fake plants as well. If you can believe it, this one right here, it's a fake one. And of course this is more for decoration, but another fake one. Now another thing we should add, besides the plants, add some flowers. You know, all the different seasons, all the different times, maybe for Easter, and I don't get the cut flowers, I usually get them in a little bit of a potted planter. Daffodils for Easter, or maybe a nice bunch of tulips for the signs of spring. The fall, some beautiful orange or rust-colored mums, and Don't forget the poinsettias, the real poinsettias for Christmas time. They're just absolutely beautiful. And you know what? You deserve it. So my 9th item, well, more than one item actually, is, put some fun things in your home. Have a little bit of touch of whimsy. So I've got this saying that's right near our front door, and it says, a reminder. Some days are simply meant for playing. Now, isn't that the truth? Don't you just agree that we work, or we're busy helping our family, especially our elderly parents, and we just stop playing? And why don't we just get back into doing that? So some of these whimsy things will really help. So take a look at this guy here. We got this guy before we even got Hurricane, and as you can see, oh, there's Hurricane. Are you sniffing him? You usually don't care, but Hurricane seems to think he's okay, and he's just a funny old dog, and he holds whatever, when people are over, he might hold their drinks or something like that. Actually, he had a baseball cap on him earlier today that somebody left at our home. So, and I love frogs. I don't know, I just like frogs. So I always find these cute little frogs. These have a couple of little battery operated candles. You can get them small as well. So I like that. And even in the kitchen, I've got some funny looking chefs in the kitchen, not real chefs, but pictures of chefs. And, gadgets like this little, I think he's a chicken, but a little chicken that slices your hard-boiled eggs. So if you're in a store and something calls out to you and says, hey, I'm lots of fun, just buy it. Buy this little gadget. Buy something for the yard. I got frogs and salamanders going up the walls on our deck and all that kind of thing, and flip-flop pictures. So make it fun and smile. Smile more. So my 10th tip, and hey, by the way, if you've got some ideas, put them in the comments below, and let's all share maybe some other Tranquil things that you do to make your home more peaceful, more comforting. But my number 10 is clear the clutter. I really try in our home not to have a lot of clutter. Now, don't look in my garage, but we're going to do a video on our garage one day. But really, just having clean lines in a home really helps. There's little Hurricane in his usual perch there looking out the window and guarding us. But as far as clearing the clutter is concerned, it really helps. There's this thing called Feng Shui, and the Feng Shui is basically just a clearing, and it just helps the good energy to come in. So if you believe in that, that's another good reason to clear the clutter. But most of all, do you really need to have 3 weeks worth of newspapers or all those old magazines that, yes, I'm going to read them one day, but you just never do? Also, 14 different appliances on your kitchen counter. You just don't need them. And I think it really messes up your mind when you're looking at messes all the time. So anyway, that's my idea. Hey, Hurricane, come here. No, I think he's going to stay guarding the window there. So, oh no, here he comes. Hello, do you want to say goodbye to everybody? Come here. So with that, thank you very much. And I hope that this video really helps you to really go, I should say, and just relax and enjoy your home a little bit more. And talking about enjoyment, we're enjoying all of our subscribers commenting and talking to us. It's inspiring us to do more videos. And if you want to subscribe, there's a button down there somewhere, and come on and join us. And in the meantime, keep it awesome, keep it tranquil, keep it comfy, and we'll see you later. Everyone's invited to subscribe and join us on our videos.